And there they go, clean start. Brayden Williams with the start we expected, and Dylan Mitchell as well. And looks like Brayden Williams is going to get that.
A teenager just stunned the world with a 100-meter time that left pros speechless. It's not just fast, it's game-changing. This 18-year-old just obliterated the 100 meters. Will he make history again when it really counts? An 18-year-old just ran a time even Olympic champions dream about. The world can't stop talking about what he did. Braden Williams just clocked a mind-melting 9.82 seconds in the 100 meters. Let that sink in. 9.82. That's a time most pros dream of. But this wasn't at the Olympics or World Championships. This happened at a high school track meet in Texas. The second that number lit up on the scoreboard, jaws hit the ground. Coaches stared in disbelief. Fans screamed. And the track world, it hasn't stopped talking since. For years, breaking the 10-second barrier in high school was considered impossible. Legendary sprinter Trentavis Friday came the closest in 2014, running a blistering 10.00. That mark stood untouched for a decade, haunting generations of sprinters. Then came Christian Miller. In April 2024, Miller, a senior from Creekside High School in Florida, rocked the sprinting world by becoming the first high schooler to break that mythical mark. He ran 9.93 under legal win conditions at the Pure Athletics Elite Invitational. That performance didn't just break records, it rewrote what was possible. Miller wasn't a one-hit wonder either. He broke 10 seconds 2 more times in 2024, including a 9.98 at the U.S. Olympic Trials, where he narrowly missed making the Olympic team. That run cemented him as a generational talent. He now ranks second all-time among junior athletes, just behind Letsile Tebogo's 9.91. Miller's impact was immediate. He went pro straight out of high school, signing a Puma deal, the same brand that backs Usain Bolt. It was a bold move, skipping college entirely. But he didn't flinch. His debut pro season started strong, including a 10.02 victory over 2019 world champion Christian Coleman. At this point, everyone thought Miller's 9.93 would remain the gold standard for high school sprinters. And then Brayden Williams happened. On paper, Williams' 9.82 blows everything out of the water. It's faster than Noah Lyles' gold medal winning 9.83 at the 2023 World Championships. Faster than Christian Coleman's best this season. Faster than every high schooler ever. By far. But here's the catch. The wind was way over the legal limit, 6.0 meters per second. That's basically nature giving you a boost. Official rules cap legal wind at 2.0, so Williams' 9.82 can't go in the record books. Still, let's not pretend this wasn't epic. Experts estimate that under normal wind, Williams might have run 9.96, with a max legal tailwind, somewhere around 9.88. That's still under 10. That's still elite. And this isn't his only crazy fast time. Just a month earlier, he clocked 9.99 with a slightly illegal plus 2.6 wind. So no, this wasn't a fluke. But this wind issue, it's becoming a frustrating pattern in youth sprinting. In Australia, 17-year-old Gout Gout has been smashing barriers, running sub-10 and sub-20 in the 100 and 200 meters. But each time, the wind's just over the limit. It's gotten so common, one commentator joked, "Dear wind, please chill out." Still, Williams' 9.82 is now the fastest time ever run by a high school athlete under any conditions. Only Trayvon Bromell has come close, running 9.77 in 2014 with a plus 4.2 wind, before backing it up a month later with a legal 9.97. That's where hope lies. If history repeats, Williams could do what Bromell did, convert that wind-aided time into a win-legal mark. And if he does, he's not just breaking high school records, he's entering the conversation with the best in the world. And let's not forget what makes this more impressive. Williams is still in high school. He's balancing races with classes, homework, and probably prom season. Most sprinters at this level have world-class coaches, nutritionists, and years of pro training. Williams is doing this while juggling algebra. The future of sprinting is changing fast, and it's not just Williams and Miller. Gout Gout is tearing up tracks in Australia, breaking national records and already talking about dominating the 2028 and 2032 Olympics. He recently ran a wind-assisted 19.98 in the 200 meters, faster than Bolt's age group best. Gout has declared his long-term plans, aiming to become Australia's greatest sprinter by peaking on home soil at the Brisbane 2032 Olympics. He's already been compared to Bolt and says while that's an honor, he wants to be known as the first Gout, not the next anyone. That kind of mindset is what separates these new stars. They're confident without being cocky, hungry without being reckless. They understand the moment they're living in, and they're maximizing every second. And that's exactly what Brayden Williams is doing. His performances have sparked national headlines. Pundits are asking if we've entered a new golden age for American sprinting. College recruiters are knocking, brands are watching, and fans are dreaming of what's to come. The big question now? Can he do it when it counts, under legal wind conditions at a national or world-level meet? The answer could come any week now. As the championship season heats up, Williams has several meets lined up, each offering the chance for history. If the conditions are right, we might see him drop a legal sub-10. And if he does, he'll be cemented in the record books, not just as a high school star, but as one of the fastest teenagers to ever live. And don't forget the ripple effect. What Williams is doing right now will echo for years. Younger athletes watching from the stands or from YouTube are realizing that sub-10 isn't a fantasy. It's possible, and it's happening. That inspiration fuels the next wave. Already, track coaches across the country are shifting their mindset. They're training differently, believing differently. Because when one 18-year-old runs 9.82, even with the wind, it forces everyone to rethink what's possible. And it's not just the U.S. seeing this surge. The international field is on fire, too. Alongside Gout in Australia, there's Blessing Akwasi in Ghana, who just ran a 10.05 at 17. In Jamaica, buzz is building around Demarion Walker, another teenage phenom eyeing a sub-10 of his own. The youth movement in sprinting isn't a coincidence. It's a generational wave. Better training, better recovery tools, digital feedback, social media motivation, it's all combining into a perfect storm. And Braden Williams is right at the center of it. His 9.82 may not be official, but it's very real. And it signals what's coming, because track and field isn't waiting for the next big thing anymore. It's already here, and his name is Brayden Williams. One thing's for sure, the future of sprinting just got a whole lot faster. And if this is what 18 looks like, the world better buckle up for what comes next. Brayden's journey is just beginning, and he's bringing the thunder with every stride. There's no telling where he'll go, but one thing's certain, the sprint world will never be the same again. If you're excited to see how far Brayden Williams can go, hit that like button, subscribe for more track stories, and drop a comment. Do you think he'll officially break 10 seconds this season?
He got a slightly better start, also going well on Taekwondo Tracy, but now side by side, Africa's two fastest men, and it is Akani Simbine who takes the honours ahead of Omanyala.
The track and field world has been left stunned as South African sprint sensation Akani Simbine has shattered what many considered to be one of Usain Bolt's most untouchable records. Showing incredible consistency and staying power, Simbine has now run the 100 meters in under 10 seconds for 11 seasons in a row, breaking Bolt's 10-season streak from 2008 to 2017. For years, Bolt's dominance has been the gold standard against which all sprinters are measured. The Jamaican legend's unprecedented achievements include being the only athlete to ever break 9.6 seconds in the 100 meters with his 9.58 world record from the 2009 World Championships.
Not a bad start from Hughes, really good start there from Simbine in 4. He's going to take some catching. So now Hughes has got some work to do. I don't think he's going to get there, is he? No! Simbine takes it. Well, there's an upset. 9.93.
His extraordinary triple-double, winning both the 100 meters and 200 meters at 3 consecutive Olympic Games, Beijing, London, and Rio, cemented his status as what almost everyone agrees on is the greatest all-around sprinter, male or female, to ever live. Unlike Bolt, who rose to fame with explosive performances early on, Simbine's journey has been slower and more steady. As one analysis put it, Simbine's progress is almost the exact opposite of what Bolt did in his 100-meter seasons. The contrast is striking. When Bolt first broke the 10-second barrier on May 3, 2008, he didn't just edge under it, he obliterated it with a stunning 9.76 seconds on home soil in Kingston, Jamaica. While most, would probably run a time of, say, 9.98 or 9.99 when breaking 10 for the first time. Bolt dropped a shocking 9.76, a truly ridiculous mark to break 10 for the first time, notes the analysis. This extraordinary debut put the world in a frenzy as many thought that this really was just too good to be true. Yet Bolt continued his meteoric rise, breaking the world record just 28 days later with 9.72 seconds in New York, then lowering it again to 9.69 at the Beijing Olympics. By 2009, in only his second year of sub-10 performances, Bolt had already established his still-standing world record. Simbine's journey represents almost the inverse progression. His personal best of 9.82 came in 2024, his 10th season of sub-10 performances, showcasing a methodical development that stands in stark contrast to Bolt's explosive arrival. What makes Simbine's record-breaking consistency even more impressive is that it comes despite a career often characterized by championship near misses. For Bolt, his sprinting record was quite pristine, taking the biggest titles with the fastest times that the world had ever seen. However, for Simbine, it's been a little bit more complicated, as his sprinting record has been one of the most unfortunate, getting so close so many times at every single global final. But ultimately, he still has yet to win a medal in the 100. Simbine finally ended his long wait for a major medal in 2025, winning bronze in the 60 meters at the World Indoor Championships, his first individual medal on the world stage. His amazing streak of sub-10 second runs now puts him among the best sprinters in history. Asafa Powell leads with 97 sub-10s, followed by Justin Gatlin, 64, Usain Bolt, 52, Maurice Green, 51, and Johan Blake, and Mike Rogers, 46. Simbine is close behind with 45, and experts say he could add 3 or 4 more this year. The 2025 season has started brilliantly for the South African star. Simbine currently ranks as the world's fastest man this year, having clocked 9.90 seconds into a minus 1.4 meters per second headwind at high elevation in Gaborone, Botswana. When adjusted for these challenging conditions, experts estimate this performance equates to approximately 9.84 up to 9.87 in neutral conditions. He reinforced this status by winning the first Diamond League meeting of the year at the Xiamen Diamond League in China on April 26, where he was the only sprinter to break 10 seconds at this competition with a time of 9.99. This victory came against a stacked field that included Kenyan star Ferdinand Omanyala, Botswana's 200-meter Olympic champion Letziel Tebogo, American Christian Coleman, and 60-meter world indoor champion Jeremiah Azu of Britain. Despite some challenges during the race, Simbine showed his class. The race felt good. I stumbled a bit after the 60, so I had to catch myself, but happened to catch the wind while catching the wind, Simbine told the Diamond League website afterward. Keep going with the momentum. I am now going back to the basics and putting myself in a position to learn.
Akani Simbine, the only man under 10 seconds, and you're off to a brilliant start for the Diamond League season. How was the race for you?
Race felt good. I stumbled a bit after the 60. Had to catch myself, but happy with catching the win, and keep going with the momentum that I have right now.
Former U.S. great Justin Gatlin and former Bahamas sprinter Rodney Green praised Simbine for his longevity and consistency on their Ready, Set, Go podcast. That's why they call him Mr. Consistency. He is consistently in every final, in medal contention, almost every time he competes, Green said. Green also highlighted Simbine's bronze medal at the World Indoor Championships, adding, "I think that will transition him to the outdoors. Him and his coach have a plan. By hell or by high water, we are getting on this podium." The podium Green referred to is the 100-meter event at the World Championships to be held in Tokyo, Japan from September 13th to 21st. Beyond his consistency, another underappreciated aspect of Simbine's excellence is his remarkable top-end speed. Analysis of the 2024 Olympic 100-meter final, where Noah Lyles won gold with a time of 9.79 seconds, reveals that Simbine had nearly identical closing speed to the champion. While Lyles closed his final 40 meters in 3.35 seconds, one of the fastest in history, Simbine closed in just 3.36 seconds, only falling 0.01 seconds shy of what Lyles was able to accomplish. This places Simbine in an exclusive club of sprinters with exceptional finishing speed. We have only ever seen a handful of athletes that have broken 3.4 over the final 40, and of course athletes such as Usain Bolt, Tyson Gay, Johan Blake, and Justin Gatlin are on this list, but also making his way into yet another very exclusive club is Simbine with his incredible 3.36 seconds. One challenge for Simbine has always been managing his peak form for major championships. As Green explained, his season is so difficult because of where he is in the world. Their summertime is in December and January, so when athletes in America and Europe are preparing, they are already ramping up. That is why he can run as fast as he can right now. The key question now is whether Simbine can maintain this form through September's World Championships. Green is optimistic. Now the question is, can he maintain that because the World Championships are so late? Can he run faster than 9.90? Yes, he has done it a few times. Simbine demonstrated his ability to perform when it matters most at last year's Olympic Games, narrowly missing an individual medal in the 100-meter final, but leading South Africa's 4x100-meter relay team to a silver medal days later. As Simbine continues his Diamond League campaign in Shanghai on May 3rd, his record-breaking achievement has already secured his place in sprinting history. By surpassing one of Bolt's most impressive records, 11 consecutive seasons, breaking the 10-second barrier compared to Bolt's 10, Simbine has established a new standard for consistency and longevity that future generations of sprinters will aspire to match. The track and field world has been left in complete shock after Morris Gleaton from Langston Hughes High School in Georgia delivered a performance that has rewritten the history books. Competing at the Georgia 5A Region 3 competition, Gleaton stunned spectators and experts alike with an astonishing time of 9.98 seconds in the 100 meters under fully legal wind conditions. Gleaton has made history, becoming just the second high school athlete ever to run under 10 seconds with legal wind after Christian Miller's 9.93 in 2024. What makes Gleaton's win even more amazing is how far ahead he was. He beat the second-place runner by 0.67 seconds, a huge gap in sprinting where races are usually won by tiny fractions. "Come on, life! Pull over with it's over with, golly!" exclaimed one observer as Gleaton crossed the finish line, demonstrating the immediate impact of this historic achievement. Even though this was just a regional race and not the toughest competition, breaking the 10-second barrier is a huge deal. Gleaton is now the second fastest high school sprinter ever and one of only 4 junior athletes under 20 to run sub-10 in 2025. His time of 9.98 seconds is currently the 5th fastest in the world this season among all sprinters. The 2025 season has proven historic as it marks the first time that 2 high school athletes have broken 10 seconds in the 100 meters under any conditions in the same season. Alongside Gleaton stands Brayden Williams, who has gone sub-10 3 times with wind assistance, including an astounding 9.82 seconds with a plus 6.0 meters per second tailwind, described by one commentator as basically a typhoon kind of tailwind. Though Williams hasn't yet achieved a sub-10 clocking with legal wind readings, track experts estimate that his 9.82 wind-aided time would translate to approximately 9.96 seconds in still conditions, or 9.88 seconds with maximum legal wind assistance. This demonstrates the extraordinary talent emerging at the high school level. The global landscape of junior sprinting has expanded beyond American shores. 19-year-old Bandwalasa from South Africa has recorded a wind-legal 9.99 seconds plus 0.7 meters per second, while 17-year-old Australian sensation Gout ran 9.99 seconds with a slightly illegal plus 2.6 meters per second tailwind. This unprecedented depth among teenage sprinters is transforming expectations of what's possible before an athlete even reaches collegiate competition. High schoolers are only getting faster and faster, notes one analyst, and now that the sub-10 mark has been achieved under legal weans by various athletes, there's likely to be more and more as the years move forward. This fast progress brings up a big question. Could a high school runner really make it to the World Championships and even win a medal? It's very rare, but it has happened before. In 2003, Darrell Brown from Trinidad and Tobago won a silver medal in the 100 meters at just 18 years old. He is still the youngest runner to ever win a medal in a world final for the men's 100 meters.